I spent years sitting behind a banker's desk, watching people come and go. Some nervous, some confident, some completely lost. And the truth I learned from all those years is this: most people never get rich because they never understand how money actually works for them. They think investing is something for the rich, for people with degrees, or for those who already have everything figured out. But in 2025, that mindset will destroy your financial potential faster than ever. The world is changing. We're living in a time when money moves faster than attention. People scroll through 1,000 financial tips a day, but still can't save $100 a month. So today, I want to slow things down. Forget the noise. I want to show you how to actually invest as a beginner in 2025, with the mindset of someone who worked inside the system, who saw what truly makes people wealthy and what traps most people for life. The first truth is simple. Your greatest investment isn't your first stock. It's your first decision to stop being passive. You see, every rich person you admire made one simple shift. They stopped being just a consumer and started thinking like an owner. When I was a banker, I used to meet people who earned 6 figures, but were drowning in debt because they never learned this shift. And I also met people who earned $2,000 a month, but invested $200 consistently, and within a few years had built quiet, unstoppable wealth. Let me tell you a story. A young guy came to me years ago. He was 22, working a retail job, frustrated because his paycheck barely covered his bills. He said, "I can't invest. I have nothing left." I asked him to bring his last 3 bank statements. We went through them line by line. By the end, he was silent, because in those 90 days, he had spent over $600 on small, impulsive things that gave him 0 return. Energy drinks, late-night takeout, random subscriptions he didn't even use. He looked at me and said, "Man, I didn't know." And that's the problem. Most people don't know, not because they're stupid, but because no one ever showed them how to make money serve them instead of control them. In 2025, investing starts with awareness. Before you buy a single share of anything, you must understand where your money is leaking. The first investment you'll ever make is self-discipline, because without it, every dollar you earn will disappear into habits that make someone else rich. Once you've built awareness, the next step is education, but not the boring kind. I'm not talking about reading 300-page books on financial theory. I'm talking about learning the language of money in a way that empowers you. Know what a stock is. Know what a dividend means. Understand why index funds are the secret weapon of people who quietly retire early. When I left banking, I started teaching young people this: don't chase trends, build foundations. Every few years there's a new wave: crypto, NFTs, AI startups, meme stocks, and every time beginners jump in too fast and lose money because they didn't master the basics first. But the people who build wealth don't chase, they plant seeds. Think of it like growing a tree. The soil is your mindset, the seed is your first dollar invested, and the sunlight is consistency. No one gets shade on day one, but give it time, feed it with patience, and that small tree becomes something that protects you for life. Let's talk practical steps. You don't need $10,000 to start. In fact, if you have $100, you can begin your journey right now. Apps like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Vanguard make it possible to start small, automate, and grow slowly. The key word here is automation, because your emotions will always be your biggest enemy. When markets dip, beginners panic. When they rise, beginners chase. Automate your investments so discipline becomes effortless. Now here's something most financial gurus won't tell you. Wealth doesn't start in the market. It starts in your mind. I've seen people with 0 experience outperform traders simply because they had clarity. Clarity about their goals. Clarity about why they're doing this. So before you invest $1, write down your why. Maybe you want to retire your parents. Maybe you want freedom to travel. Maybe you just want to stop worrying every time a bill arrives. Whatever it is, anchor it deep, because when times get hard, that why will keep you consistent. There's a quote I love from Warren Buffett: "The best investment you can make is in yourself." And it's true. If you invest in your skills, your mindset, and your discipline, no market crash can ever bankrupt you, because you've built the one asset that never loses value: you. Now let's expand. Once you've learned the basics and built consistency, the next level is diversification. Never rely on one source of growth. Stocks, ETFs, index funds, real estate, even digital assets like fractional shares or REITs all play a role in building long-term freedom. Think of it as a table. The more legs it has, the harder it is to fall. But here's where most beginners fail. They think diversification means buying random things. It's not about owning everything, it's about owning strategically. Diversify based on time, not hype. Some investments should protect your present, others should build your future. Another thing, understand risk like a banker. In the bank, we never looked at just numbers, we looked at behavior. The people who panicked when markets dropped always lost. The people who stayed calm and trusted their long-term plan, they won every single time, because risk is not in the market. Risk is in your reaction. In 2025, information is power, but also poison. There's too much advice out there, and most of it is noise. If you want to succeed, follow a simple rule: learn, apply, and forget the rest. The moment you take action, you'll learn more from experience than from any YouTube video or course. Now let me address something deeper. Money isn't just numbers. It's emotional. It's tied to your self-worth, your upbringing, your fears. Some of you watching this were never taught to dream big. You were taught to survive, not thrive. But I need you to hear me. Your financial story can change. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your parents' debt. You are not the paycheck that barely covers your rent. You are a future investor, building a new story with every decision you make today. And when that doubt creeps in, when you think, maybe this isn't for me, remember this: every rich person you know once started right where you are, confused, scared, unsure. But they didn't quit. They made one small move, and another, and another. Wealth isn't built overnight, it's built in moments of quiet consistency. So as we close, I'll leave you with this. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You wake up, and for the first time, you don't feel anxious about money. Your investments are growing, your savings are steady, and you finally feel in control. That peace didn't come from luck. It came from the decision you made today to start. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There isn't one. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If this message spoke to you, take that first step. Open that account. Start with what you have. And remember, freedom doesn't come from having more money. It comes from knowing what to do with what you already have. Because when you master money, money stops mastering you.